Remy, a young rat with heightened senses of taste and smell, dreams of becoming a chef like his human idol, the late Auguste Gusteau, but the rest of his colony, including his older brother Émile and his father, the clan leader Django, only eat for sustenance and are wary of humans. The rats live in an elderly woman's attic outside Paris, but when the woman discovers them, they are forced to evacuate, and Remy is separated. Encouraged by an imaginary Gusteau, he explores until he finds himself on the roof of Gusteau's eponymous restaurant. Remy notices the restaurant's new garbage boy, Alfredo Linguini, attempting to fix a soup he ruined and jumps in to fix Linguini's mistakes. Linguini catches Remy in the act but does not reveal him to Skinner, Gusteau's former sous-chef and the new owner and chef of the restaurant. Skinner confronts Linguini over the soup, but when the soup is accidentally served and proves to be a success, Colette Tatou, the restaurant's only female chef, convinces Skinner to retain Linguini and uphold Gusteau's motto, "Anyone can cook." After demanding that Linguini replicate the soup, Skinner spots Remy and orders Linguini to take him outside and kill him. Once they are alone, Linguini discovers that Remy can understand him, and he convinces Remy to help him cook. Remy controls Linguini's movements like a marionette by pulling on his hair while hiding under his toque. They recreate the soup and continue cooking at the restaurant. Colette begrudgingly trains Linguini but steadily appreciates him heeding her advice. Later, Remy finds Émile and reunites with the clan. After Remy tells Django that he intends to stay at the restaurant, Django shows him a group of exterminated rats to convince him that humans are dangerous. But Remy ignores his warnings and leaves. Meanwhile, Skinner discovers a letter from Linguini's late mother stating that Linguini is Gusteau's illegitimate son and the rightful owner of the restaurant. Skinner is shocked and enraged about this revelation, as Gusteau's will stated that he would inherit ownership of the restaurant only if no biological heir appeared 2 years after the latter's death. After his lawyer verifies that Linguini is Gusteau's heir, Skinner hides the evidence in an envelope, but Remy finds it, escapes, and shows it to Linguini, who then sacks Skinner and discontinues a line of frozen food that Skinner had started. The restaurant thrives as Remy's recipes become popular, and Linguini's life improves as he develops a romantic relationship with Colette. Food critic Anton Ego, whose previous negative review of the restaurant indirectly led to Gusteau's death, announces to Linguini that he will review the restaurant again the following day. After Linguini takes credit for Remy's cooking at a press conference, he and Remy have a falling out. As revenge, Remy leads his clan to raid the restaurant's pantries. Linguini arrives to apologize, but upon discovering the raid, he furiously expels Remy and his clan from the restaurant. The next day, Remy is captured by Skinner but quickly freed by Django and Émile. After returning to the restaurant, he and Linguini reconcile, and Linguini reveals Remy and his cooking techniques to his staff, who all immediately quit. Reminded of Gusteau's motto, Colette returns to help the clan cook under Remy's direction while Linguini waits tables. Skinner and a health inspector attempt to interfere, but the rats lock them in the pantry. Remy creates a variation of ratatouille, which reminds Ego of his mother's cooking. Ego asks to meet the chef and is stunned when introduced to Remy. The next day, he writes a review, stating that he has come to understand Gusteau's motto and describing Remy without revealing that he is a rat. Although the rats imprisoned Skinner and the health inspector, the authorities learned of the rats in the kitchen and Gusteau's is shut down, stripping Ego of his job and credibility. Remy, Linguini, and Colette open a bistro called La Ratatouille, which a now happier Ego invests in and frequents. The rat colony settles into the bistro's attic as their new home.